Alrighty, what's up guys? This is Taylor. It is the 22nd of January, and I have got some squeezes to cover with you. If you pull up the watch list here, we've got a handful in Nvidia, handful in Tesla, Meta, Amazon's got a few, we got a few in Microsoft, a good amount here in TSM. No shortage of good squeeze action, and we'll kick it off here with the SMH, where back on Friday of last week, we came in and started buying the 300 call for April. So for all the ideas I'm going to discuss tonight, be willing to give them time to work out. Also take into consideration, market's been pretty strong last couple of days. Might be a chance things have to come in a little bit. A little pullback, then maybe turn the corner and break out. So give them time, be willing to buy on the dip. But the SMH here, we got the 300 call for April. Should be plenty of time to catch a move I'm looking for. And that trade is based on the multi-squeeze setup, which I shall pull up here. Good initial push here this week, and now we are setting up in a weekly, 3-day, and a 2-day squeeze. For the 3-day and the 2-day, signals are pretty much perfect. Big 3 score of 15, trend, structure, momentum. If we go to the big dog here on the weekly, we have good trend and good structure. The only thing missing since, going all the way back here to July, momentum line trading above 0. So think of that like, Lamborghini with no gas in the tank. It's good to look at. No gas in the tank. We're probably not going, 0 to 60 anytime soon. If they can take that MACD, pull that back through 0, should give the bulls a fresh tank of gas. From there, you look for a breakout, and right now we got a target around 295 to 300. Shorter term, if things pull back into 260, 255-ish, I don't quite think the end of the world nor the end of that setup. So we got the calls there for April, and then a big part of that move will have to be Nvidia. And Nvidia making pretty good progress here this week. Getting back above that 140, I think a pretty big deal. And now we watch it in a daily, 2-day, 3-day, weekly squeeze setup. So all the way from the top there. And mind you, it's a brand new weekly squeeze. So, would be pretty cool if Nvidia could take out the high tomorrow. It also might need another, 2-3 weeks of trading sideways, building up a little more energy, and then going on to make the push. If and when that squeeze does break long, I'm playing for a path into 167, 170-ish. And the power here of that multi-squeeze setup is, drop down to your daily squeeze. Say they go and fire the daily squeeze. That can kick off a push into 155-ish. If they can get Nvidia towards 155-ish, then they might graduate, so to say, go on to fire that 2-day squeeze. 2-day squeeze can take you into $160. Then they might fire the 3-day squeeze, right? That can take you into 164. The beauty of the nested squeeze. So Nvidia making good progress. My thinking is that they can keep it above 140 on a good flush. Could be shaping up for a nice move here sometime soon. And then a quick look at Broadcom. I like that daily squeeze for now. In terms of getting a good entry, maybe want to buy that a little closer to 235, 230. But that looks good for the SMH, and then TSM here, with a little bit of a breakout today. Really clean 2-day squeeze, really clean 3-day squeeze. Finish it up with a really clean weekly squeeze. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not immediately, but bigger picture, should be a good combo for a push, I think, into 235, 240. So I am liking the SMH. I've got those calls there out in April. 300 strike. And then for a couple more names here. Google. It's a tricky spot, but I do like that daily squeeze. All right, 15 out of 15, bull trend, all the fixings for a push. I don't love being the breakout buyer. Anybody watching Google right now, everyone and their mama, as they say, they're all looking for a breakout above 200. Sometimes they make it nice and easy. Sometimes it can be a little trickier than that. Through 200, I think it's a move into 205. If they can't quite break it out this week, I would love buying more back around 195, 193. Next up is Meta. We picked up a call debit spread on Meta for earnings today. Don't quite love the close. But if anything, maybe a good heads up here. We're not going to figure out the next immediate path forward until after the announcement next week. Looking at the weekly, 3-day, 2-day, daily, 4-hour, 2-hour squeeze, for the most part, the indicator likes it for a push higher. Daily chart gets a score of 13. If we go look at the 3-day squeeze, I know that gets a 13 out of 15. And then for the weekly chart, brand new weekly squeeze, so might not take off immediately. But at the moment, that lines up just about perfectly. 15 out of 15, bull trend, bull structure, momentum, and that all makes for an A+ weekly squeeze. Right, I like all of these. I like Meta, I like Google, Nvidia, all the above. If they don't have the right market behind them, they're not going to work. So the key moving forward for all the ideas discussed here will be the S&Ps and the QQQ trying to lead the charge. S&Ps have got a 3-day and a 2-day squeeze here of their own. Good trend and good structure. Down the road, if they want to take that for a push into 62 to 6,300, which right now would be our squeeze target, momentum has to support that move. MACD line crosses bearish back here in late December. Good pop here off the bottom. And they could take it a little higher here in the short term for that big, explosive, sustainable push. They got to get that momentum shift. So that could improve, and then your 2-day squeeze, pretty much in the same boat. But I would not fight them. Turn momentum, get the buy signal. They can go on to make some pretty nice moves here. QQQ, and we'll finish it up. Also setting up in a 3-day, 2-day, and a daily squeeze. And yeah, the indicator likes it. Doesn't mean they break it out tomorrow. Doesn't mean they break it out this week. The thing might never break out at all. But if the bulls can keep the progress they've made and then continue to build on that progress, into February, into March, I think a few things are shaping up for nice moves here. Right now, we are long the SMH, we are long Meta, and then all by my lonesome. I did pick up 500 shares of Nvidia yesterday. Looking for a quick pop back into 150, maybe a little bit higher. But alright, y'all, thank you for watching. We have got a lot of good-looking squeezes setting up. Be patient, give them time to work. Be open-minded to maybe a little bit of a pullback and then a turn higher. But yeah, for now, I like them, and until things change, I'll be watching them and calling for higher prices. Have a great night, and I will catch you in the room tomorrow. Adios.